Welcome to Sakshi TV NRI Talk Show. I'm Swarna. Today we are here with our special guest, Preetha Prabhakar, Vice President of Nanban Enterprises. She is going to share with us on how Nanban Foundation finds its way to identify and solve farmers' problems. Nanban Foundation has partnered with Nammalvar Vanagam to help farmers who are passionate about organic farming and support them financially for 3 years. Guide them through their transition from chemicals to organic farming. Nanban Services doesn't stop here. Their journey is long, their vision is big, and their impact our community deeply through their services. This show is going to be very informative and interesting for all of us. Without any further delay, let's welcome Preetha Prabhakar. Hi Preetha, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Swarna. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. We are so excited to have you on our show and love to know lots of information about helping farmers and organic farming.
I'm here. I'm happy to share all the information about the project what Nanban is doing for helping farmers in India. I'm excited to share all the information here.
Awesome. So before that, can you provide short information on Nanban Foundation?
Absolutely. So Nanban Foundation was started early 2020. I think I definitely need to give a history about Nanban so you'll understand how Nanban Foundation came through. So our CEO, Mr. GK, his name is Gopalakrishnan. We call him GK. He, for the last 20 years, he was a C-level executive working in a top company. But on the side, he was actually experimenting with stock market investing. He tried different permutations, combinations, and he mastered a strategy which was completely foolproof. No matter what in the market conditions are, people always made consistent cash flow. So he has, over the last 20 years, during weekends, helped family and friends train them to be financially free and generate passive income so that they can pursue something what they really want to do in life. That's something what he believed. What he believed was every human on this earth, if they're financially free, and they can actually pursue their life goals, what they really want to do. So he actually did that for the last 20 years. And early 2019, he met the other two co-founders of the organization, Mr. Shaktivel Palani and Manivandan Shanmugam. They both also had a passion to take this to a larger scale. They want to help people. So, like-minded people, when they meet, then miracles happen in this universe. And I believe in that. So that's exactly what happened with Nanban. So they started thinking about taking it on a bigger scale. That's exactly when COVID struck. And everybody, around us, friends and family, started losing their jobs. And they were all, concerned about how do they, keep the lights on and put the food on the table, because everyone is concerned. So that's when these three individuals decided to, take this training. We call it GK Strategy Level 1 and Level 2 online, basically via Zoom. We started small, but, it's miracle, I should say, the last 15 months. It's been more than 100,000 people across the globe, not just in United States, across the globe has benefited out of this training. And the testimonials we receive is the biggest prize we've received is because we've helped people, sleep at night without any worries that they have a way to generate a passive income. They're not worried about losing a job or the market conditions and so on and so forth. So because that has been wonderful for us. And we actually started the non-profit side, which is Nanban Foundation first, before we started the profit side in the organization. So I always tell this very proudly everywhere, anyone I meet, we must be the only organization in this whole wide world where we started the non-profit before we started the profit. And ever since, we started the profit, we've taken a substantial amount of our earnings and started, helping people in different walks of life. Currently, we have got like 35 active projects at Nanban Foundation. We are helping people across the world, specifically in India and United States. Recently we inaugurated Nanban Sports Foundation, where we are helping upcoming sports people in India who does not have any means to come into the limelight. And so we make sure that we are, tapping those individuals. We are helping them. and making sure that they're getting trained and support so that they can actually maybe tomorrow even go to Olympics. And we're also helping sports people who are retired. They don't have a means to continue with the proper means of livelihood. So we're also helping them. So that's a huge thing we have taken upon ourselves. And then we have something here called Nanban's Under the Sky for homeless people in Dallas, Texas. We're helping a lot of people in Dallas, Texas to get back into a normal life. So we are making sure that we help them get another employment so that they can stand on their own feet and move on with their life. So many such projects. I'm incredibly proud of the work what Nanban Foundation is doing to help people across the globe. So one of the projects is helping farmers in India. So that's in a nutshell about Nanban Foundation. So I hope I've answered all the questions you have. Say anything more, I can answer.
Definitely, that's really great, Preetha. Like you said, I can't believe, you guys are really helping people while building up the society in a healthier way. So this is really amazing. So I heard you have a Mothers for Mothers Nature project. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, definitely. I think I have to speak about the journey of this project first, Mothers for Mother Nature. So I think I have to explain a little bit about myself. So I started volunteering at Nanban. I was working in the IT industry. I was working as a director IT. But, when Nanban started his philanthropic activities, I was very excited, because we're paying it forward, right? I'm one of the few individuals who actually got to take the training initially when GK used to do face-to-face training at his house. So once I personally took the training, I understood the power of this strategy. And then when we started doing online training, I realized, it's what best gift you can give another individual when you can actually help them stand on their own feet, right? So I started volunteering a lot, and over the weekends and the evenings, But then, as and when we got, deeper and deeper into many things, one of the key things we started observing is about all the farmers' protest was what was happening in India and the situation of farmers in India. So one of the co-founder, his name is Shaktivel Palani. He comes from Tamil Nadu, and he comes from a farming background. And he is so passionate about giving it back to the farmers. This has been his long cherished dream. So I would say this is his dream that I'm executing. I've told this many times. So he actually put together a plan for this project of how do we help farmers in India. And this was discussed in one of our leads meeting. And I have no idea what happened to me that day. It was like all the stars aligned, and I believe that was like my calling, right? I had something saying that this is what you want to, pursue. And I always wanted to do something, from, the mainstream work, what I'm doing, right? I've been in the industry, IT industry for 20 plus years. And I always want to give back to the community. I had no clue how I'm going to do it. I'll be honest with you. And I was searching for an opportunity to be precise. And this was like, okay, it was like God's gift. And I didn't look back, and I actually went and said, I want to do this. And then, after later, I spoke with the founders and I explained that I'm passionate about helping people. And farmers, they are the ones who put food on our table. They make, keep us alive. So what best way to, to help them? I was like, this is something which we wanted to do. So this project started like that. So it is Shakti's brainchild, and I'm executing it. And I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity. And we started thinking about the ways in which we can help the farmers. So our vision was very, very clear. We wanted to help farmers in India lead a dignified life, and also make sure that a common man in India, they can be accessible to healthier food. Because what happens in India, like all of us, right, even living in United States, we know organic food is very healthy. It is really good for your health. But then we know it is expensive also. So the thought process just stops right there. And we say, okay, we're not going to buy it. We'll just go and buy the chemically induced food. In India, it is even a little bit worse, I would say, because only the elite people in India are able to afford organic food. So we were thinking, why is it that we can't let others also, even the common man, give access to healthier food, so that a lot of ailments, right, health-related issues also can be resolved. So that was our vision from day one. And then, since Shakti comes from a farming background, one of the things he mentioned was, over the years, the farmers have changed to organic way of farming. Yeah, and they've forgotten what our forefathers have done, which was a natural way of farming. If the farmers have to lead a dignified life, they have to go back to the organic way of farming, so that the input cost, what they incur today to buy chemicals and fertilizers and pesticides, will be literally zero, and whatever income they make out of farming is completely a profit, because they don't have to put any kind of input cost. But you got to make sure that they understand the right way to farm, and also make sure that they sustain that, right? It was very important. And one of the things farmers in India or across the globe it is the same scenario, I guess. Until you tell them or show them how it's done, they don't practice it. Hearsay information is not something they go by. So we wanted to see, how do we make sure that we give them a complete end-to-end platform, so that we're not just focusing on one vertical. And so we started having conversations with an organization called Vanagam. So I think at this point, I definitely need to explain about Nammal Varaiya. So Nammal Varaiya is a pioneer in teaching natural way of farming. He has traveled length and breadth of India, explaining the importance of natural way of farming, so that we can conserve Mother Earth, because we've taken advantage of Mother Earth so much. We've spoiled her by inducing a lot of chemicals. So to revive her is our responsibility. So he has done an amazing work. A lot of books he has written, and a lot of sessions he's conducted, educating farmers and common man the importance of natural way farming. So he passed away in 2013, but he has an organization called Vanagam, which literally means heaven on earth, and Karur, India. And so we started speaking with the board of directors of Vanagam, and trying to see how best we can partner with them, because they are the leaders in this. And so we wanted to make sure that we go with someone who's established in this arena. So we started having conversations with them. We put a plan together wherein we said, how do we make sure that we create model farmers, right? So we started talking with farmers who are part of Vanagam, who has taken training and who today practice natural way of farming. So they are spread across Tamil Nadu, and there are 21 farmers, so who we started giving stipend on a monthly basis. So we gave them a monthly financial stipend to ensure that they are practicing organic farming, and they're also influencing farmers around their arena to ensure that they convert to organic farming. So we want to make sure that in this project, we are empowering women, right? It is very important, the lady of the house. So the funds what we give, or the stipend what we give, is actually given to the women of the house of the farmer. It can be the mother, it can be the daughter, but the money will only go to the lady of the house, because we believe when we empower women, she knows the importance of the money that she's getting on a regular monthly basis. She'll ensure that the funds are utilized for the right purposes, and making sure that her spouse or her son or her brother, whoever is the farmer in the house, is practicing organic farming and help propagating organic farming to others. So that is what we started doing earlier this year, and it's been quite a journey for us, because we've seen rewards reaping out of it. And we plan to extend it beyond Tamil Nadu as well. We took that as a proof of concept, just to make sure that we are understanding how it works. So now it's more than 6 months, and we've got the results coming in saying that it's absolutely working. So how do we extend it beyond Tamil Nadu is what we're working on. So that's how Mothers for Mother Nature project came into existence.
Oh, wow. Preetha, I really want to ask more about this project. But before that, I really want to say something. Like, like good heart people like you, who really want to do something for the society, give something back to the society. You all are doing such an amazing job, first of all. And second point, in this pandemic time, everybody realized like health is wealth more than anything in the life. So by giving organic food and giving the healthy food, it's like giving you health to everyone. So I really want to thank you, first of all, about that. Key pillars of this project about mothers to mother.
Absolutely. There are, so we have multiple verticals going on in this project. we took the financial aspect, right? So which is making sure that we are providing a monthly stipend. So we took care of that. Next is training, right? We want to ensure that people who are interested to go into organic farming, we are providing them the right training. We've come to see that many people watch YouTube videos and go with little bit of information and they start organic farming. And there is a perception out there that, oh, organic farming does not work. The yield is very low and we're not making that much profit. And so many, stories out there. The reason being they don't understand exactly the right way to do it. So they just go with half-baked information, for the lack of the right word, and they start doing this process and they come to find out it's not, giving them the benefits what they hope for. So typically a person who is already doing chemical farming, and if they want to convert into organic farming, the land is already chemically induced, right? So the land needs to be revived. Typically it takes 3 years for the land to revive. That 3 year stipend for 3 years is to ensure that it's a supplemental income for them, so that they don't feel that the yield is not enough for them to sustain their livelihood. Second, what we found was the supply chain in India was not conducive for organic farming or organic food. So when we started, researching about who do we partner with and how do we implement this in a larger scale, we came to find out about the collector of Nilgiris district. Her name is Miss Innocent Divya. She is so passionate about environment and how eco-friendly environment we need to keep. And she has pledged to convert Nilgiris district to an organic farming district by 2023. So when we heard the story, we were like, oh my God, she can be an excellent partner for us. So we reached out to her and we started having conversations. And one of the things she expressed was, in her district, there are close to 4,000 farmers who are willing to convert to organic farming. However, the question they ask is, who's going to buy or produce, right? Because that is, they need a regular stream of income. Okay. So she said, if you guys can fix that issue of supply chain, it's like the biggest gift you can give it to all the organic farmers, and more people would actually convert to organic farming. So that was a cue for us. And we at Nanban, we are known for thinking big. We always do. And our CEO always think, if you have to really do big things, you have to think big. And so we actually conducted an all India level hackathon, which just concluded last month. So we partnered with a company called HackerEarth, which is based out in India and United States, who are specialized in conducting online hackathons. So we conducted a hackathon specifically for disrupting or changing the way the existing supply chain is in India for organic food. So we got thousands of applications. We weeded through the applications. We went to level 1, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and finally we announced the winner last month. So the winner actually gets a seed funding from Nanban Ventures of $100,000 to implement this across India. So this is a huge win for the company who just won the hackathon, because we are not only, they don't not only get the bragging rights, they get funding to implement the idea, and they also get access to the portfolio advisors on Nanban Ventures to implement this across India. So we're going to be piloting this in Nilgiris first, since the collector is the one who was instrumental in, starting this hackathon. So that is one other pillar. The other one we are focusing is an app called Org Farmer, which has actually went live 2 weeks ago. So it's available in Android and iOS. So when we started having conversations with many farmers and suppliers, one of the things they said was, there are too many middlemen between the consumer and the farmer. Yes. Middlemen, I'm not saying we can survive without middlemen. They are needed, but when there are too many cooks in the kitchen, will spoil the broth. So there were too many middlemen in the space. So they were telling, if we have an app wherein the consumers and the suppliers connect, and they can actually do the transactions immediately, we can reduce the number of middlemen so that the farmers get the biggest bang for the buck for their produce, and the consumers don't have to pay exorbitant prices. So we started working on an app, and we just went live. We are so happy and excited because of the adoption rate of the app. We're piloting that in Nilgiris as well, because the collector is extremely happy that 4,000 plus farmers from her district is able to use this app and connect to the consumers. So the app went live with 6 languages, which is 4 South Indian languages, and Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada, Telugu, English, and Hindi. So we are very excited about that. So this is all the 3 pillars I said about the training, we're giving the stipend, the org farmer app, and the supply chain. And we are also taking it global right now. We are starting to have conversations with a team in Peru, in South America, who actually learned about a project, and they're so excited about that.
My God, this is so amazing, Miss Preetha. So, how did you implement this effort? Like, how did you do this?
I would say a lot of great souls came forward. This is a huge teamwork, especially we sitting in one end of the world and implementing this project in India is not a small task. Many kind souls came forward. We have a huge team in India who is working on the ground day in and day out to get this implemented. If not for them, I don't think this project would be this far ahead at all. I have a huge team in United States as well, who spends their extra time in the evenings and the weekends to get this project going. I think I didn't mention this earlier. So I actually quit my job end of 2020, and I came full-time on this beginning of 2021. So I am full-time. I'm working full-time on this effort to ensure that this project is successful, and many farmers across the world is benefiting out of it.
Which are the organizations that you are partnering with in India?
So for now, we are partnering with Vanagam, Namalwa's Vanagam. And there is another organization called Save India Farmers. They're based in Maharashtra. So this again was actually started by a group of IT professionals based in United States. And their main focus was to help farmers in India. And they've done such amazing jobs. They've revived many villages, and they've trained many people into a natural way of farming. So now they've actually started doing projects in the south of India as well. And one specific project which we have partnered with them is they've identified around 21 women farmers who is passionate about going into natural way of farming. And so that we are training them, we are making sure that we are hand-holding them so that they can actually learn the right way of farming and be successful in their life. So that is where we at Nanban, we are partnered with them, and we are taking it forward. And we currently are looking for great partners all across India. Yeah. So one of the key things we are looking for is they have the same aspiration. They want to work with the farmers at the grassroots level. That is what we are looking for. They have the same mindset that they really want to help farmers lead a dignified life. They're passionate about organic farming or natural way of farming. We are ready to partner with them, not just in Tamil Nadu, all across India. So I think I'll take this as an opportunity for the people who are viewing this interview. If there are organizations across India who is looking for partners or funding partners to take their vision forward, I would highly recommend them to contact us at howdy@nanbanfoundation.org. So we can definitely, take a look at them, their proposal. And if everything aligns, we'll be more than happy to work with them.
So what are the future plans that you have in this project?
Absolutely. So we want to definitely take it global. We don't want to just contain this to one specific area, one specific country, because farmers is universal across the globe. Food is universal for everyone. It's not just only we in India eat food. Everywhere in the world, everybody needs food, and the only source is Mother Earth. And it has to be something which the farmers need to, help us. So we want to make sure that the vision, what we came forward to help farmers, is taken across the world. So currently, we are also working in India with government officials also to ensure that, it's taken on a larger scale. So we can partner with government officials to see that how do we enhance or augment the existing proposals they have to help farmers. Is there a way for us to be a partner with them to make sure that we can take this much sooner or faster to the farmers. So we're working with government officials as well. We also want to ensure that the education concept of organic farming, right? Because we believe that the younger generation needs to be educated on the importance of conserving Mother Earth, importance of eating healthier food, the importance of organic and natural way of farming. So we are making sure that we are partnering with organizations in India who has been doing that over the years, but they're doing it at a smaller scale. How do we take it to a larger scale, bring it as part of a grander school curriculum, so that the children of young age is also able to know the importance of organic or natural way of farming. So that is one thing we are heavily working on. I believe I mentioned earlier, we're working with an organization in Peru to see that how do we take this organic or natural way of farming. We're also working with another organization based in Italy who is very interested in taking this project to Italy as well. So conversations are happening right now to see how do we take it to Italy as well. So many organizations are coming forward to take the concept of converting the chemical way of farming to organic farming. So we're not just restricting ourselves to one state anymore, or just one geographical area. We want to make sure that we are partnering with organizations across the world to see that farmers across the world lead a dignified life, specifically in India, and everybody get access to healthier food. Just imagine a world where everybody is eating healthy food and they're free of disease, and they're very happy and healthy. It's just such a beautiful thing to just think about, let alone this comes into fruition. I think we'll all be the most happiest people on this earth.
That's really true. That's totally, I mean, everybody has to agree that. And like I said, health is wealth and nobody can compromise on that for sure. And especially after pandemic, not just by saying something, everybody realized that. But
Yeah.
Preetha, I just have a question. Like, even in US, if you want to buy organic food, which is really expensive, like, compared to the other foods. So is it affordable for everyone back home in India with this organic food?
When there is a demand is more and the supply is less, what happens is the price is always more, right? So the reason why the price is really high across the world, even in United States as well as in India, is because there are less number of farmers who is practicing organic farming today. So the produce is limited, but
Yes.
the demand is high. So obviously the price is going to be high, and hence you can see the higher price. And that's the reason why the elite only can afford the food, because for them price is not a problem. For them, they want to make sure that they are getting access to healthier food, but common man cannot do it, right? So if the scale tips to the other side, wherein the supply is more and the demand is also equally there, then there is no issue of price going high. The only way we can do is make sure that the farmers understand the importance of organic farming. Even the farmers who are actually practicing chemical farming, right? They have to touch all these chemicals every day, and they inhale those really poisonous chemicals and causing a lot of health issues for themselves as well. So the education is key, right? Helping them, understand, what it is doing to their own health and how important their role is in every human's life, because they are so important. Without them, we cannot even survive and we cannot be alive. Ensuring that we help them understand, next to a doctor, they are so important in our lives, because they are the ones, the food they cultivate are the things we put into our body. So it is extremely important the food is healthier. So once we make them understand and they convert slowly from chemical to organic farming, eventually what will happen is there'll be a lot of supply which will meet the demands of the public, and then the price can go down. And that is exactly what we're trying to do. We at Nanban, we are planning to start our organic farm in Dallas, Texas here. So we already acquired the land, and we're having conversations with many individuals who actually is also passionate like us to start an organic farm. So this is not just going to be an organic farm. It's going to be a place where we'll also offer organic farming training. So more and more people can come and learn from us and take it forward. And it's approximately 30 acres of land. So it's going to be quite a lot of produce. So we want to ensure that more people have access to healthier food. And we also want to open I wouldn't say a restaurant. It's a place with an experience where people come to see the farm. The farm fresh food is cooked and given to them, so they understand the importance of eating healthier food. So there is another project which we are doing in Dallas, Texas. So we are very excited that we are actually able to offer that to people in United States to help them understand the importance of organic farming. Because people can start doing that in their own backyard once they understand the right way to cultivate organic food. And they also can source it from our own farm as well. So that's something we're doing here.
Wow, that's amazing, Preetha. So all I can say is thank you so much for your time, and behalf of Sakshi channel and me, I wish you all a very best for this great work. And once again, thank you for sharing all the information in our show.
Thank you so much, Swarna, for having me on your show. It was a pleasure talking to you today and explaining to you about our Mothers for Mother Nature project from Nanban. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste.